Hello, Phoenix J back, y'all, with another Fragrance Friday. Yes, had to get a little vocal chop out there for y'all. And y'all, this week it's going to be cute and sweet with a quick review. So let's get into this week's fragrance review from Lomani Private Collection. This is Prestige Oud. This is easily one of my favorite fragrances of all time. It sits in the top five, and it's not five, y'all. I love wearing fragrances like this for when I'm going out, but also when I just want to feel a little special. I want to feel a little special. So let's talk about it. We just finished our series on musk. And if you're interested in oud, get down in those comments. Let me know if you want an oud video. I will totally do one because oud is one of those things that I think either you love it or you hate it, but it's all about how you wear it. And there's some really good ones out there. There's some sweet ones out there. There's some luxe ones. And of course, there are those that are really woody and bold. So it is one of those notes that if you know how to wear it, and especially if you know how to layer it, you can't go wrong. This one is different though. Prestige Oud is from the Private Collection by Lomani. And quick story about this fragrance. I was on a no buy. It was a month when I was on a no buy and I was on a family reunion and we were in New Orleans and I was having a good old time. And we ended up going to the Riverwalk Mall. And I remember telling myself, remember, you're not buying any fragrance. You're on no buy all month. And then I walked past the Perfumania store. So let's talk about the notes and let's talk about what I love about this one. I was not supposed to be buying anything. And the sales rep comes up. She's talking to me and she goes, "Oh, hi, welcome." And I said, "Girl, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not supposed to be buying anything. So you really shouldn't get me started at all. You should leave me alone. You should leave me finish." And she was like, "Oh, well, let's start with this one." And she starts me with a fragrance and it was not bad at all. It was nice. And I said, "Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what it's giving. I have something like this." I said, "I'm a collective friend, so more than likely you pull stuff, I'm gonna have something like it. You don't have to go too crazy with it." So then she was like, "Let me go pull out my heavy hitter." And she comes out with this. And on instant spray, I was like, ooh, what is that? She goes, this is Prestige Oud. This is one of my favorites. And so let's talk about notes because I'm going to kind of pull y'all in. So on the very top, there's one note. It's a single note, and that's bergamot. And we've talked about bergamot before. Bergamot is one of those notes that comes in, it's sparkling, it's effervescent. Boom, it's in, it's out. 15, 30 minutes, it's gone. You're not really getting the citrusy zing that comes from bergamot because it is a citrus. You're not getting that for a long time. And that's what I love about this fragrance. This is just so good. You instantly get that bergamot and it develops into your heart notes rather quickly. So in the heart notes, we've got coconut, peach, neroli, and apple. A true fruit salad. Like it's giving, we get the orange blossom with the neroli, so a little floral sweetness, but everything else is juicy fruits. Juicy tart apple, you're getting this creamy coconut coming in, just providing this almost lactonic quality to the fragrance. And this peach that is almost boosting the sparkly tropical energy of that bergamot that you get on initial spray. And it just rides really well. And you smell the notes. You're able to pull the peach. You're able to pull the apple. You really find everything here. And finally, on our base notes with the dry down, because it settles into a really gorgeous, almost gourmand. Dry down notes, we got cedar, dry wood, white musk, tonka, and a gourmand accord. And it comes through. But what's really interesting is you hear those notes, you hear that composition, and you immediately expect this to be some floral gourmand that's super fruity and super feminine and super light and effervescent, and it's not. This is full bodied. It actually leans more masculine, although it's a unisex fragrance. I could definitely tell this would smell beautiful on women as well. It's all about personal chemistry. And for me, since I already pull those musks and woody notes, this works perfectly for me. It just smells great on me. Let's get into the report card. Let's talk about longevity, projection, gosh, and overall performance. Longevity, 4.5 out of 5, guys. 4.5. It's an A. It's an A. Longevity's there. And when it dries down, it smells even more masculine, even more musk, even more of that kind of oud quality, which we're getting from the dry wood and the cedar with the white musks. So it goes and dries into this woody musk situation. Projection, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. I'm giving it to it. It gets a perfect score in projection for me. This is a fragrance that when I spray it, that bubble around me, you smell it. But also sillage is a 5. When I walk by, you smell me. And it's not offensive. It's not overly anything. It's one of those things you just wonder, what do you have on? It layers fairly well, but I find that I don't really need to layer. Like you could layer this with any fruity things. You could layer this with any neroli scents you have or any musks. But all I did to layer this was my Glossier U body butter. which again on me is going to pull a little more incensey, but you get that musk dry down. You really can influence that musk dry down with something like this. And so that's what I wore with it. And I sprayed on top musk from Bath and Body Works. Super easy layer, super simple layer, but it gives a complexity because you get that touch of that sheer orchid from the musk on top that's really helping brighten some of the floral notes here, which is just neroli, honestly. That's the only floral note, right? Yeah, it's the only floral note. But you get this almost vanilla quality about it. So for me, I gave overall performance a 4.75. It's like a 95, 93, 95. Like to me, it doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. I haven't smelled a perfect fragrance yet, and this is one of the ones that comes the closest to it. You get vanilla, you get this sweet, creamy coconut situation going on. You get this fruitiness. It's sexy. It's definitely giving, like, this would be perfect for a date night, for nighttime, going out with friends, going out with significant other. It is just overall a good fragrance. So, yes, on average, this is about 120 a bottle. That's what it's going for right now. I was actually able to get it in another fragrance, and I might tell y'all about Cognac Haze another day. But this fragrance right here, truly impressive for the price. Like this is high quality for $120. I love it. It's a parfum, eau de parfum. You're gonna get 8 to 10 hours wear out of this easily. It's a beautiful fragrance. So again, this week's fragrance of the week for Fragrance Friday is Prestige Oud Private Collection by Lomani. You can find this online. Humania definitely has it. Lomani Fragrances, of course, is where it's from. So y'all get down in those comments and let me know what you think. And I will smell you later. Phoenix J out.